My name is spookyorca, and today I have something super exciting to show you, something that I've been working on for about a year and a half now, and it is my save file, my Sims 3 to Sims 4 save file. This has been uploaded for about 6 months, I think, and you can download it for free, and I will link it down below, but I wanted to show you, everything that went into this and show off some of the things and really just give you an overview of this save file because, it is one of my favorite things I've ever done in The Sims. I'm actually super proud of it, and I've worked really, really hard on it, and I just wanted to share it with the world. I am a Sims 3 girly through and through. Sims 3 was my first Sims game, and so I have that emotional connection to it. I love The Sims 3. Unfortunately, The Sims 3 does not love me, nor does it love anyone. Honestly, The Sims 3 hates everybody, and it's really hard to run. And up until about 6 months ago, I only had a MacBook, and I was not playing Sims 3 on that. There was no chance. I was only able to play The Sims 4, but I felt so devoid of emotion, and I missed everything, and I realized it's because all of the stories in The Sims and all the lore in The Sims 3 just makes the game perfect to me. So I started this mission about a year ago where I was going to make The Sims 4 The Sims 3. And I did it. And it's taken a while, and I'm just so excited. Sorry, I keep rambling. Now, I am not a builder. I cannot build anything. So none of these builds are mine. I got them on the gallery, and you can see who built them in the description. Because whatever. I also didn't make most of these Sims. I started out making a lot of them, but then, I realized that The Sims 4 has a lot of worlds. And I was like, I can't do this all. So yes, I did get some of the Sims off the gallery. But what I did do is I gave all these Sims, every single Sim in these worlds has relationships, skills, and jobs. And they are the same relationship, skills, and jobs that they had in The Sims 3, or about as close as they can get if they don't have that job. Okay, so before we do the deep dive, I wanted to show you the post where you can download it. Super easy. There's a tutorial on how to download it. There are some supplemental materials that might enhance your gameplay that, you don't need, but I would recommend just because I'm a Sims 3 freak. So as you can see, this is the Patreon post. It was posted in 2023. That was so long ago. 2023? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was that long ago. Wow. I made this lovely, I'm pointing to the screen like you can see me. You can't see me. I made this lovely graphic. It is very reminiscent of the original Sims 3 cover. Thank you. Yes, it is. I kind of just go into detail about everything I'm going to share today. I also have this chart that shows what Sims 3 world corresponds with what Sims 4 world. It's gotten a little messy because there are more Sims 4 worlds than Sims 3. So the newer worlds that are adding on are kind of like a mishmash, but don't worry, it's still cool. Now here are the supplemental materials that I was telling you about, okay? Don't judge me, but this is my cast background because duh, it's the Sims 3 inspired cast background. Obviously this is going to be my cast background. And because I'm also a little weirdo, I also have sound effect replacements. So it's the Sims 3 sound effects. Obviously you don't need that, but if you want it, you can. One thing that I do heavily recommend, is this home region mod. This mod is a lifesaver. You can set it so only Sims that live in the neighborhood can be walking around in the neighborhood. And if you look at this chart, you can figure out what neighborhoods can coexist. San Sequoia and Evergreen Harbor are both Aurora Skies. Oasis Springs and Strangerville are both Lucky Palm, so you would set that so that they can go there. And it's super easy, and I would love to make a video on that if you think that would be helpful. But yeah, so you're just going to scroll down here and click this, and it's going to download it in the corner over here. Boop, super fast download. So now that you have it downloaded, you have to install it, which, like I said, super easy. You're just going to go to your Documents, Electronic Arts, Sims 4, and the Saves folder. And then all you do is you just drag it in there. I mean, I already have it in there, so I'm not going to drag it and replace, but you just drag it in there. If for some reason you have a file that already has these numbers, all you do is you right click and hit rename, and you just change a number. and then you drag it back in. And it's that easy. It'll show up in the main menu. Then when you're in the game, you're going to go to load game, and you're going to go over to The Sims 3 to Sims 4 2.0, which is the file right here, and then you just hit play. Okay, now if you play in the save file, I just want to let you know that autonomy is automatically turned off just because it was easier for when I was making the save. So what you're going to want to do is just go into game options, gameplay, and turn autonomy back onto full. And then if you want, I always auto age played households and unplayed households just so everyone ages up together. Like I said, this was automatically turned off just because it was easier when I was managing, because I didn't want people like going crazy. Another thing you might want to turn on is household stories. You can go over here and click household stories and hit enable. I have rescue horses turned off because when it's turned on, every sim rescues horses for some reason, and it's really weird. But yeah, I would just recommend putting these settings on just to enhance your gameplay. Obviously you don't have to, but I just wanted to let you know, if you are playing and you're like, why are my sims not doing anything, it's because autonomy is turned off automatically. So this is Sunset Valley. I'm just going to go over all the houses and then we'll get in. So over here we have the land grabs, the altos, wolf, crumple bottom, goth, bachelor. We have an apartment with the working friends household and Jolena. Another apartment with roomies and steel, Hart, Langerak, Wainwright, Ursine, Frio, single moms, and the Bunch family. So those are the families we have in Willow Creek. Okay, so here I am in the goth household, and if you've never played The Sims 3, you might be a little confused. Let me explain. The Sims 3 takes place before The Sims 2, so they're like, it's a prequel. So this is Cornelia and Gunther Goth, and this is Mortimer Goth, and he is a child. Now, if you look, he's best friends with Bella Bachelor. Bella Goth. This is the Altos house, and they are rivals with the land grabs, so obviously they hate them, and I think that's so funny because the land grabs house is right here. Like, they're right here. I also gave them 2 cats, and they're hairless cats because I just felt like that is very Alto of them. They have a daughter, Holly Alto, who is very goody two-shoes, doesn't really have a problem with people. I mean, Jeffrey and Nancy don't like her, but like, it's not as bad as like her parents. But yeah, she is kind of like the oddball, and they live in this amazing, beautiful mansion house with a literal maze in the background. Like, you know you're rich when you have a maze. But yeah, I absolutely love this household, and I just love that the land grabs are looking down on them with that house, like just constantly watching. It's just so funny to me. This is the big park in the middle of Willow Creek, which has now turned into Central Park, and it is a recreation of the Sunset Valley park, and I absolutely love it. I have such good memories of my Sims just being here, and like when the festival comes, oh my gosh, it makes me so excited. I absolutely love this lot, and I was so glad that someone recreated it and I could put it in here. This lot, actually all 4 of these lots, just, they make me so happy. This is the bistro from The Sims 3, and in The Sims 3 it's just a rabbit hole, but in here it is an actual functioning restaurant, and it just makes me so happy. Like, honestly, this is like so exciting to me. When I saw this, I knew it had to be in here. We also have the library from Sunset Valley. It's Papyrus Memorial Library. We have the museum, and then we also have, sorry, I'm like going off lot here, so going over here, the exact gym from Willow Creek as well. So just to keep in mind, why I don't know why that's floating. I don't know what that's going. Keep in mind that, you know, the gym, the stuff that's like direct recreations of The Sims 3, they might not be the prettiest in the inside because The Sims 3 isn't the prettiest and the furnishing isn't as great. The bistro is definitely an enhanced version of the bistro. I will insert a picture of the bistro here, but This one, I love the vines. I love it. And obviously, it's functional, which, chef's kiss. This makes me so happy. The last household I wanted to show you in Willow Creek, Sunset Valley is Agnes Crimplebottom and her little house. This is a recreation of the Sims 3 house. I will put the original here. Obviously, the Sims 4 looks nicer. Just whoever built this did an amazing job. I gave her a cat, a black cat, because I just thought it was fitting. She's in mourning. If you don't know the lore with her, Agnes Crimplebottom, yes, the woman that beats you with her purse, she was in love, and then her husband died tragically. And if you go up to the second floor, you can see they have a nursery that she was ready to have all decorated, but she never finished. She never got to it because, they never made a family because he's dead. Okay. Lucky Palms was my favorite Sims 3 world. And it was like the drama. Oh my gosh. Like, this is my favorite Sims 3 world, and I am so excited to play everything and play it all out in The Sims 4 because there is so much drama, and I loved it. The reason I loved Lucky Palms so much is because Life Simmer, the OG, had a Generations Let's Play, and it took place in Lucky Palms, and so I had that world. I did not buy that world, but I had that world, and I would play in it. This world was one of the hardest to narrow down all the townies because they're so connected. So my priority was getting all of the connections here. Okay. Let me just go over everything. Okay. We'll start over here. This is the King family. They are modeled off of the Obamas. Very similar. We have the Tanner household. Kitty Price. I love Katie Price. We have the Lovers household. Jason Hendricks. All of my Sims in The Sims 3 married him. Like, oh my gosh. Lennon Souza. Also, all my Sims married him. We have the Unlikely Twosome Hudson and the Hudson Hipsters. Lancaster household. The Dewan household. The Bard household. Irwin. Claremont. Shaw. Golden Gals, Dreamer, and the Matt Lappin. I'm going to show you the Hendricks household just because he is connected to so many Sims. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Jason is best friends with Lennon, his neighbor. He is exes with Yolanda Shaw, Lena Lancaster, and Lola Lancaster. So that's mother-daughter. And then one of them's pregnant. I forgot which one's pregnant. Actually, like, a lot of them are pregnant. So many Sims in this save are pregnant. I get them confused. But yeah, so he has exes and a bestie. Okay, so Yolanda Shaw is pregnant, and it is Lennon Souza's baby. Oh my gosh, it's not even his. Okay, well, she also has a lot of relationships. She doesn't like Kinsley, Kitty. She doesn't like anyone except Morgan Claremont because she's kind of like flirting with him in canon, whatever. But she's dated Richard, Irwin, Jason, Lennon, and Braden. So she's messy, and she's pregnant, which I just love. I love the messiness. I love that there is a Sim that is on the way. I love the connected relationships and the lore. She doesn't like Emmy, Richard's wife, or Sammy, Morgan's wife, because, like, but it's messy. I could go on about Lucky Palms for hours, and I could make a whole other video just playing it out, and I am eventually going to make a series where I play through each world, so I'm really excited about that. But this is Lola Lancaster's house, and it's converted like theater, and oh my gosh, I love it. This is a pretty much exact recreation of the house in The Sims 3, which is why it's so ugly. But I like how unique it was, and I knew I wanted it just because it's so unique. Like, it's a converted theater, and that's part of, like, her lore. She is having an affair with Richard Irwin. She's also exes with Jason. She doesn't like Lennon, Emmy, or Ramon Tanner. And she's pregnant. She's pregnant too. That makes 2. Richard Irwin. With Richard Irwin's baby. Now, let me also tell you, Lena Lancaster, her daughter, also pregnant with Jason Hendricks' baby. So these are 3 women that are pregnant with, like, okay, well, technically hers is, like, the only affair baby because the other ones are single. But, like, it's just so messy and I love it, okay? This is my favorite world in The Sims 3, and I just am so excited that you can play with it in The Sims 4 and that they have all the relationships. And I cannot wait for you to figure them out. Like I said, I will be making a Let's Play where I play through every world. And I'm just so excited to get into this and just unravel everything. Like, oh my god, I get so excited thinking about it, and I just want to do it right now. For the community lots, 2 of them are recreations of the Sims 3 ones. We have the Lucky Simoleon Casino, which came with the deluxe version of Lucky Palms, and then we have the Blue Wing Cactus, which is a rabbit hole. But it's owned by the Tanners because they are like the hotshot, like, chef family. There's kind of like beef between the Tanners and Souza. So I really like that. And I love making rabbit holes into, like, functioning lots from The Sims. It just makes me so excited. They also have a bowling bar and a spa, and then a park, obviously. I made Newcrest into Riverview, which was a free store world that you could download from the Sims 3 store, and there are some fun families in here. Let me just show you some. So we have the Simovich, and the Newbies. Now, Bob Newbie, Betty Simovich, like Bob and Betty from Sims 1. We also have Lothario. Now, let me read his bio for you, okay? Dawn woke up one morning in a whole new town. He remembers stepping onto a teleporter, several women laughing, then nothing until he found himself here. The lore, oh my gosh. Like, I love The Sims 3. I love The Sims 3. We also have a bunch of other families. We have some empty lots for you. Some of the worlds I didn't leave empty lots just because there were so many families I wanted to put in there, and you can just kick them out, okay? You can just kick them out, evict them. Find one that you don't like and kick them out. I'm not going to go into too much detail in Riverview because it's pretty similar to, like, Willow Creek, but just know Lothario's in there. And then Betty and Bob Newbie. We also have this haunted house little thing. Love this storyline. When the Jones family inherited the Remington estate from Hannah's cousins, they imagined enjoying the beautiful vista and the quaint little town. They didn't imagine that they would be seeing specters. Very fun, very fun. We have this, like, farming family. We have the Shallow family, the Ivanov family, the Carpenter Rhodes, the Broke family, which they all live in this tiny house. Just love. And then Riverview, I gave them a cafe, a gym. There is a residential rental thing downtown, a rec center, and a park. Okay, so I made Windenburg into Champ Les Sims and Monte Vista. The main Monte Vista is Tartosa, but I have some, like, leftovers over here. The sad thing is Champ Les Sims, which is the French-based world in World Adventures, the Sims there don't have descriptions, so these Sims don't have descriptions either. The ones from Monte Vista do have, like, lore and stuff, but that's just an unfortunate thing. So since this world is combined with Tartosa, these Sims have relationships with Sims in Tartosa, which I think is really cool. And in my brain, they're next to each other in, like, the scheme of things. But yeah, I love Windenburg. I added a community space because I kind of forgot that's a whole lot. There's also a residential rental lot here in the heart of the town. And I'm just so excited. A restaurant, of course. I love restaurants in The Sims. I know they don't work that well, but this restaurant is a brewery, and it's owned by this rich family that they have a vineyard in the backyard. Oh, okay. I know I just spent like literally like an hour in real life talking about Lucky Palms, but Bridgeport, oh my gosh. Bridgeport, I love Bridgeport. Late night was like my first expansion pack. I got it in like the bundle, like the Sims 3 like late night and base game bundle. And so, oh my gosh, I love this. And this was so fun to do. I need to stop myself. Like, I need to stop. I'm gonna like go on about this for hours. Most of these apartments are filled, so you might have to evict someone, okay? But like, there are so many good characters. I needed them all, okay? Like, literally all of the it's just like Lucky Palms. It don't get me going. We have Matthew Hamming in this penthouse. I love Matthew Hamming. All of my Sims married him. Like, the first time that I like officially played in this save file, I had my Sim marry Matthew Hamming. It's just for the nostalgia. This one is so fun. It's like a reality TV thing. One house can hold so many stories. When City Entertainment started the 17th season of Little Celebrity and put this cast together, they knew they were going to have a great show. Caitlin Mazzoni and Apollo Bloom provide plenty of entertainment while Kirby Wise lusts after a prominent politician in town. William Fangman is too smart for his own good, but does he know who his secret admirer is? Vampires were introduced in The Sims 3 Late Night, so we have some vampires. William Fangman is a vampire. He's in here. He's this guy, very vampire-esque. The Hemlock family, who doesn't quite conform to one label, but the neighbors frequently refer to them as that hippie vampire family. They have a little girl, very cute. There's so many fun stories, and like I said, I could go on for forever. Like Polly Maloney in the original Bridgeport, she lives like underground, like in the basement of like a apartment. I just love this. I freaking love this. I love this game. For community lots, I kept like a art center over here in the art, quarter, because duh. I added a karaoke bar and a restaurant in the Spice Market because I love restaurants. The karaoke bar was originally in the Fashion District, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to have a thrift and bubble tea store in the Fashion District. I don't know. That felt kind of on brand. And then we have a rooftop spa and a gym in the Uptown District. So I love Bridgeport. Oh my gosh. Absolutely love it. I just realized now that I don't have my map replacements in because I removed all my CC for this video, and my map replacements aren't in, and that's so aggravating to me. Oh no. I don't want to leave, and then I'm going to put them on. I'm going to do it because it's so ugly without it. Okay, so Forgotten Hollow, which I turned into Midnight Hollow because Life and Death didn't exist and Ravenwood wasn't a thing. Anyway, so it was the closest that I had. This is the start of the big like combining of worlds, because I kind of combined all the supernatural worlds and I kind of mixed and matched. So if you do have the Home Regions mod, I would set it so that they can freely go through all of these worlds, just because that's kind of how I intended it. Forgotten Hollow has families from Midnight Hollow and Moonlight Falls, which is the world that came with Supernatural. These three are from Midnight Hollow, and then this world right here is from Supernatural. It's like the super like old vampire rich family, kind of like Vladdy. Over here we have Katrina Stewart, who is like a doll. Like, she is like plastic surgery, like lives in a dollhouse. And this is the house that she lives in. We have Jack Lim, who his wife is missing. And then we have Synapse, the evil Synapse, where his Jack Lim's wife or girlfriend, whatever, is in the basement. She's literally locked in the basement. Like, this is just the lore. She's just here. There's like a dungeon. Like, The Sims 3 was wild. Brindleton Bay. I just stood here for like 5 seconds, like trying to figure out what the original name of this world was because I changed them. But Brindleton Bay is Barnacle Bay, which is kind of like a beachy theme. There are some fun Sims in here. This is also another store world. I never really loved it. But as I was making this, I found new love for like the lore and stuff, because I just never really played in The Sims 3 Barnacle Bay because it just wasn't my thing. But there are some fun people here, like the Caliente sisters. They're here. They have some random roomie named Louisa in The Sims 2. Don't know why, but of the Goldbeard family, which they're the wealthiest family and they are also the most socially and politically connected. Most people overlook how they built their wealth. And we have the Inkbeard family. There are rumors of fabulous wealth plundered and then lost, which makes this family suspicious of everyone. And they don't really like the Goldbeards. They're kind of like rivals. Have another restaurant. Are we surprised? No. Obviously have a vet. Have a bar. We have a retail market thing. And then the residential rental lot here is so pretty. I think it's so unique. I'm going to show it to you because I just think whoever built this did an amazing job, and I just had to show it off. Okay, so like these units are like so unique, and they're all different sizes and shapes, and there is a little vet in the middle. I mean, it's not functional because we can't do that in The Sims. Oh my god, we're gonna be able to do that eventually. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited. But yeah, this is just such a cute little lot, and I love it. I think it really fits in with the world and how it looks, and whoever did this, amazing job. Del Sol Valley was turned into Starlight Shores, and this was really hard because there are not that many lots in Del Sol Valley. So as more Sims worlds come out, I will be putting more Starlight Shores townies in there because they were just kind of robbed. Like, there aren't that many. Some notable, we have the Gooder and we have the Best family, which are rival families because The Sims 3 loves rivals. We have the Dueling Singers family, which Rich and Sadie are a happy couple who invited their friend Mercedes to move in with them. The original plan was for Sadie to help Mercedes jumpstart her singing career, but now Sadie is worried that Mercedes is garnering her fame. Worse yet, Mercedes has taken a liking to Sadie's boyfriend. I love the drama. I love it all. We have a karaoke bar, a gym, library, park, and the lounge where all the awards are given. I wish I had face cam on. Like, I look terrible right now, but like, if you saw my face, I just love this. I love The Sims and I love Lucky Palms. So obviously I made Strangerville an extension of Lucky Palms. And if you don't know, like, I'll put up on the screen like Lucky Palms. Like, there's like the main city, and then there's like across the road there's like the poorer part of town, like the more rundown part, and so I don't know, I just feel like this is perfect. In Lucky Palms we actually have a survivalist, so I obviously made them stay in the underground airport bunker. Naomi's motto is prepare for the worst so that you will survive the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, her underground bunker is designed to outlast anything, so obviously she's here. Duh. I do have a family in here that is not technically in The Sims 3, but I had to put them here because I just had to. I put the Fendersons. I put the Fendersons from Life Simmers Generations LP. They had to. This is the whole reason why I love Lucky Palms, so I put them all, even the creepy imaginary friend. Oh my gosh, I put them all. They're all right here. I have just tried to say this for like 5 minutes. I am so bad at pronouncing things. Sulani is Isla Paradiso. And in this world, there's like a family that's like basically royalty. I will not be trying to pronounce it. But they are descendants of ancient royalty. And they take great pride in their ancestry. So they have them. And then they're also like, their son is also over here. We have the Medina family, which is the single dad who is, his ex is Florida Hernandez, who is pregnant with, I think, Alfonso Alto's baby. She's pregnant with someone's baby, and it's like an affair because they love affairs. The Alto family is also here. It's like an extension. It's not like obviously the ones in Sunset Valley, but they are distant relatives. And of course, they're doing their Alto thing, and they are being kind of bad. The Altos are known for their enormous wealth and questionable ethics. Duh. Alfonso made his fortune in island resorts, but only by stealing from and lying to his partners. Enemies abound and friends are few. Will Lupita stand by her husband, or has she had enough of his wicked ways? I also put some residential rental lots over here because I thought that'd be really fun to have like these little villas. I have another restaurant. Oh my god, I have so many restaurants. I'm now realizing how many restaurants there are. If you hate restaurants in The Sims, just delete them. I don't know. Just delete them. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so we have Glimmerbrook, and Glimmerbrook has the witches from Moonlight Falls. Obviously not all of them, but, you know, some of the families that I thought were notable. We have the Crumplebottom family, which is a bunch of witch sisters. It is unknown if they're related to Agnes Crumplebottom. I like to think they're distant relatives. We have the Macduff family, which is a large witch family, and then we have the Durwood family, which is also a large witch family. One of my favorite things is this retail lot. You can't really see it, so I'm going to go in. This is a recreation of the actual lot from The Sims 3 that comes in the library, and you can, like, place it. I love it. I think it's amazing. I like that it's functional. And I just knew that I had to put it in here. Sims University was a little difficult because it's just like the World Adventure Worlds where the Sims don't really have their own bios and stuff. But I added 3 households because I didn't want to fill all of the dorms with people because that's not fun when you're playing. Like, you just want to control yourself. But I did add the sororities and the fraternities, and I made these Sims. So we have this frat. I'm not even gonna try to say it, but they all live here, and we have Rex Lovelace, the elder in the frat, which honestly sounds like a nightmare. I could not do, like, oh my god. Jeffrey Dean's here, don't worry. All my Sims that go to Sim University, like in Sims 3, marry Jeffrey Dean. He's here. Miles Fortright, Harold Assange, you know, all these people. Then we have the Tri-Froom sorority, and this was so fun to make all these Sims. Oh my gosh, so fun. Absolutely loved it. And then we have some just female roomies that show up in the Sims University. So yeah, and then obviously I replaced all the lots. I added some residential rentals so you can have like a townhome. And then I redid all of these dorm lots and stuff to make them more pretty. Evergreen Harbor is an extension of Aurora Skies with some random townies that fit the vibe, like simoleon savers and entrepreneurs. They just kind of fit the vibe, and I knew they had to be in here. Mount Komorebi was difficult because there isn't like a world like it in The Sims 3, so I went off like vibes and heritage. We have the Shakti family. He is in Hidden Springs, I believe, and he's a master on the slopes. So I was like, okay, yeah, you can live here. We have the second Mono family, which I think is from Sunset Valley. We have a lot of vacation rentals. We have a little bathhouse vibe, and then we have a lot of empty lots because, like I said, it was kind of hard to find. I didn't want to just put random people in here, even though I randomly put this family in here. Don't know why, but yeah. I love Hidden Springs. I love Hidden Springs, okay? I love Hidden Springs. There's this whole family in Hidden Springs. Let me show you them. I just needed to go into detail. I feel like the best way is to show you. This is the Partridge family, and if you go into the basement, there's this little room, and it's like kind of looks like a dungeon. No, that's just where Ella lives. There's an evil stepmother and evil stepsisters. There's a whole Cinderella plot in Hidden Springs, and I love it. So I love it, okay? I just freaking love Hidden Springs. We have the Vanderburg family, which is like the rich prince, and in The Sims 3, it kind of like story progression normally sets up the prince, Sebastian, with Ella, who is the Cinderella type vibe. I put a spa because it just felt right, because Hidden Springs is like where celebrities like go to escape and like move, you know? And so I just felt like a relaxing spa would just be on brand for that. We have the Rowan family, which is, she's green. She's the best healer in this side of the mountain. Why'd I say it like that? And then we have the Shoe family, also green. She had a soft spot for children, but for some reason she never settled down to have any of her own. So she has all these children. One of them is green as well. And then we have a runaway girly. And who is she? She's a Vanderburg. Drama. The drama. Okay, so Tartosa is where I put the majority of Monte Vista, which is a store world, obviously. Oh, I like this little thing. Didn't notice that. So we have 4 families, all from Monte Vista. We have the Ferraris, Rivers, which it's like boyfriend, girlfriend, the Costa family, the Monte family from The Sims 2, and the Pantalone family. Then we have some vacation rentals, some empty lots, and wedding venues. And then, of course, a restaurant, because I just felt right, okay? I love restaurants. I'm a restaurant girly. Moonwood Mill is an extension of Moonlight Falls, but it's all the werewolves. So we have the Wolf family, which is like this generational werewolf family. And then we have Poppy Wolf, who's like the grandpa. He lives on his own. And then we have the Sin family, which is just like a normal couple, but they're werewolves. And I love it. I love it. Very cute. Very small world. Not much I could do with it, but I did put the Sims and the townies that I thought would fit most. Copperdale is Twinbrook solely because of this mining thing. It just felt right. Okay, it just felt right. Over here we have the Curious family. We have the Greenwood family, the Knack, and the Pigeon family. We have the Well-Off, the Rackets, and the Carlton. You can tell which Sims worlds I played in because I have a lot more to say about them because I know the townies more. I never really played in Twinbrook, so I don't have an emotional attachment to these. They still got the same love and attention. I just can't, like with Lucky Palms and like I really in Bridgeport, I went into detail. These I'm like, here they are. San Sequoia is Aurora Skies, and there is drama, lore, and it actually like works out because like Aurora Skies was like a family-based world, like this whole daycare thing came out with it, or like this learning center. So it makes sense that this was like the growing together world, and I really like that. We have the Helgeson, we have Valkeist, we have Long, the Beakers. Absolutely love Aurora Skies, and I just felt like it fit San Sequoia. So yeah. Chestnut Ridge is Appaloosa Plains. Now, I know Appaloosa Plains isn't this rocky, but there's literally new Appaloosa. So, like, I had to, obviously, and, like, the horse. So we have all kinds of horses, okay? We have millions and singles. We have country cowpokes, the Martingale family, Darnell family, Marshall, Riffin, the Fox. Like, I can't believe there are this many families in Sims 3 Pets that had horses. Just like Mount Komorebi, Tomarang was kind of difficult because there isn't a Sims 3 world that like directly correlates with it. So I just kind of like looked through all the households and picked some that like just fit the vibe and that had Asian heritage. I know some of them are from Shang Simla, which is like the China-based like inspired world, which obviously I know that this is not China and Asia is a very big continent, but I had to work with what we were given. So I had to work with what we were giving. Sorry, I just hit the mic. We have a restaurant, we have some rentals, we have families, this amazing botanical garden, amazing. Unfortunately, since most of these families are from Shang Simla, they don't have descriptions because the World Sims don't have descriptions for some reason. I could always go back and add some in a different update, but for now they don't, which is unfortunate. But they do have relationships and skills and stuff, so don't worry. Ciudad Enamorada is another one of those mishmash worlds because, there isn't a Sims 3 world like it. But I looked into Hispanic Sims that I did not have in other worlds, and I kind of put them in here, and also I put some that like fit the vibe of like Love Struck expansion. We have Vasquez, which is like a older woman and a younger man, and it's like a whole like, is he there for the money or the love? Very Love Struck-esque. We have the Lobos family, which they needed a fresh start. That's all their thing said. We have the Martinez family, which you might know from the parenting predicament scenario, but they were originally in Sims 3 Sunset Valley. So, fun fact. Then we have the Los Amigos household, which worked out perfectly because they are from Isla Paradiso and they are like bachelor boys. Like, one of them is like kind of like into the like he just likes fishing and like vibing. He has some romantic relationships, but he's just chilling. And the other one is like dating like 3 people at once, and so they have relationships to Isla Paradiso, and they have those relationships. So lastly, we have Ravenwood, which is mostly Midnight Hollow, but it does have some like creepy crawly Sims that just kind of fit the vibe. Okay, you get it. Like, we have the Dreg household, who is originally in Isla Paradiso. They are a ghost couple. Obviously, I put them in Ravenwood. Duh. Like, that fits. We have the Doe family, which, like, this is, like, such a, like, there's so much lore. There could be, like, a whole video just on them. It's, like, this perfect family, but there's, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but, like, when they promoted Midnight Hollow, they did an interview, like a fake interview with this family, and there's like a dark secret. They also apparently had a basement that disappeared. I put them in here because it felt right. We have the Winchester family, which are like royals that got their throne taken from them because the town folks didn't like them. So they're just living here in this old estate, and they're very wacky, and I just felt like they fit Ravenwood, obviously. And then lastly, we have Spectre. We have Olive Spectre and Nervous Subject, who is a toddler because this is the timeline. Olive has had her fair share of death in her life, with every romantic relationship ending in a sudden and untimely death. Furious at death, she decided to track him down to give him a piece of her mind. What she didn't expect was to start a relationship with him. That ended quickly, but she was left with something to remember him by. Now it's just her and her young son, who is quite the nervous subject indeed. That was my Sims 3 to Sims 4 save file. I really hope you like it and that you'll try it out for yourself. And if you do play with it, tag me on Tumblr. My Tumblr is just spookyorcas, and it'll be linked down below, as well as the link to download the save file and everything mentioned, like the supplements are in the original like download link. So if you want the cast background or the sound effects, you can get them. I'll also link the map replacements below because I just think it's useful to have for The Sims 4 because the original maps are really sad and I just had to replace them. But yeah, thank you for staying till the end, and I really hope you enjoyed. If you want me to do individual videos detailing everything on like the individual like worlds, I will do that. I would love to sit and yap about each world. I mean, obviously, I could sit and yap about Lucky Palms and Bridgeport for literally like 12 hours. But if you want me to do it for like every individual world, I will do it and like go in detail. I am planning on doing a Let's Play where I play through each world. So that'll be fun and coming up soon. So keep your eye out, and yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. It will really help out, and give this a like and a comment and just let me know what you think, and I hope you have a great day, and thanks. I'm saying "and" a lot, and now I'm rambling and my cats are looking at me. Here's a picture of my cats. Goodbye.